What is up? Here it's Friday's day one of Overland Expo West 2019. If you don't know who we are, you don't follow the channel, welcome. My name is Brandon. Last year I crossed the country east to west and north to south, all off-road in my Jeep, and we do this thing called overlanding. So today I'm gonna walk around and talk to some van builders. Last year we did some trailer videos, tent videos, gears and gadgets. This year we're going to do vans, recovery gear, and power solutions. Welcome to TrailSpinTV. All right, I'm here with Josh, right? Josh from Sync Vance, and we're going to kind of talk about this kick-ass setup. So what do we got going on here? This was actually built for somebody.
This is one of our main platforms. It's built off the Atlas platform that you can see on our website. It is modified. A lot of our clients we do full customs, but this guy took the Atlas platform and customized it to his liking. He's from the Phoenix area, so heat was an issue. So this has a very unique split unit AC system. The condenser's on the bottom of the van where you don't see it, not on the roof of the van where it's taking up all your roof rack access. So you've got AC coming out of here and you've got heat on the other side, so it's full heat and AC both. You see our signature Yeti cooler stuff, which is very simple with the refrigeration there. We also do full isotherm smart system built-in refrigerators as well, but market is really pushing towards these portables because they're 4 times more efficient. They're easy to get out and use for your cook station outside, so that's been really, really popular for us. You know, a lot of fun options are your portable, Dometic. I think that's a 5-gallon portable toilet. Those are awesome. I've owned, of my 5 or 6 fans, they all have had those, and I love them. Shielmon seats. Shielmon's great. These are really, really slick, very comfortable, Euro style, kind of Recaro style seats. These guys are at the show as well. You should take a look at them. Our cabinets, this is where we're unique more than most. So what we're doing with the models, we're trying to save all your money with the labor. Labor is where the big pull is. What we won't compromise on are, Blum style metal drawers, soft and soft close. That's pretty common, but these are very well structured cabinets. Same with the uppers. You get this Blum hardware, which is really, really cool. Super bomber, and we use a very unique skin to all of our stuff. So we have, a structural carcass that's ply, so that gives us the structure. So there's no particle board in that, but all this stuff is a high grade MDF because it won't twist. This stuff has got a really nice epoxy resin to it. And you can get this soft matte side or both, but almost scratch proof, uses in the high-end commercial kitchen systems. This product is amazing. Plus you can get a lot of splash and color and cool stuff like that.
That's really cool.
Stone countertops, that's pretty standard with all of our builds. Diesel heat and hot water if they're a Mercedes system. We're also doing transit ones where have the gas heat systems, and they have a built-in wash water heater system built off the Goal Zero power. One unique thing with us, we do not do inverted power, and so we don't put inverters on our stuff. We separate those two intentionally, so one system goes down, the other system doesn't go down with it. So you get the burden of all that transferring DC to 110 power. It's a big problem in industry. We're letting people like Goal Zero solve that. We're letting people like Dometic solve refrigeration and let that stuff be portable. Let it be isolated, and that way if it goes down, you're not driving your van to me to get it fixed. You're just sending the unit in, get swapped out, and you're done. So my partner, architect, you see a lot of this fit and finish, a lot of design, he's really, really talented, really, really good, and so we're very, very detail oriented, and also trying to keep things simple too, because simplicity is where the cost is. These things are not cheap endeavors. Even ours are not cheap, but we want to give the best product, and so it's a semi-custom feel. It's custom, but you're getting all the really high-end stuff, and you're saving saving the money on the labor side.
So as far as what you got going with the platform that he kind of built off of, what did he do that was kind of different?
Yeah, so he has the inside the AC system, so the condenser's here on the inside, so that takes up some space. He also has, you know, he wanted to have a portable desk, so his removable chair system comes up here and he can sit and do his office work while he's at his destination.
And this kind of flip up bed thing, is that kind of standard with
It is not. This is our version of a motorized, this is our version of getting more room, right? How do you get more room without doing sleeping sideways? This is the same thing. It also gives you a very nice chill spot to
Seriously,
yeah,
so comfy.
have a glass of wine, read a book, have your coffee in the morning. My wife and I do it all the time. It's killer.
And it's motorized?
And when you're ready to sleep, you just pull it out and it comes all the way down and drops down. Awesome. Super fun. This one has the 10 by 33 windows in the back, so ventilated there. It's pretty common. You see that in a lot of vans. New to sync this year, and it's not on this van, is we're gonna, instead of doing the clunky Mac track, which is pretty common in a lot of vans, we're doing a track system that is applicable to kind of any kind of attachment. So it uses a standard like 1/4 inch lug, but we're having powder coated like hooks, using Fidlock, the magnetic clips, so you put it on your Camelback, clicks right to the system, and you can line the whole roll with whatever you want. So it's very flexible, a lot of fun. Do a lot of cool things like that. This one is the old style Mac track though. Mac track and or this L track doesn't have a lot of small, it's meant to strap down vehicles and strap down ATVs and things like that on trailer floors. It's really not meant for accessories. So we're getting away from that and going to stuff that's really meant for accessories. I showed you the Shielmon seat. It has a really killer Alpine Focal stereo system in it, two-way radio. He's a radio guy. He does fire. Runs like a fire alert company, and so he's always going to fires.
Sync's Dometic too? All right.
Pardon me?
I said the sync is Dometic too. Right?
Sync is Dometic as well. Yeah.
All right, what we got going on the outside as far as
outside?
looks like you got some beefy stuff going on.
Yeah, beefy stuff. So he's got the, retractable steps, both driver and slider. Went big on his, Rhino tires and wheels. Pretty common on 4-wheel drives. Fiamma awning, very, very solid product. You see that in a lot of vans. We are, we do a lot of luminous stuff. We'll do Rome built as well. This one just has to be in a luminous setup. There's luminous front bumper, winch.
Back to 55 inch.
Yep. He has, he's a big Baja fan, so he wants Baja lights here. Baja lights on the top. We also integrated rigid small lights on the side. You can see them, they surround the whole thing, and there's spotlights around the whole thing as well. All controlled with a Switch Pro. These guys are really, really slick, so it can change sequences, light areas, turn the air compressor on that's on the front, and so all these left side A-pillars, fog, roof, light bar are all controlled off this Switch Pro. Really, really cool. Again, the Shielmon seats with electric controls, with custom, he had the custom colors selected.
You got a custom suspension going on here, or is this just Fox shocks for the standard?
This is a custom suspension, agile system up front with the coilovers. And then he did the rear, just, center rear suspension agile as well. And then luminous swing arm rear box assembly. He chose the spare tire instead of the box. This also going to be a cook station that comes out the side. It's a Camp Chef cook station. Outdoor shower is pretty standard on this one. He went with the additional ski racks inside. He put his tracks on that. Pretty standard on the back. Here's one of the two air ports. So that's his air compressor that supports up front and in the rear. Lights off the back. Camera. Focal, yep. Focal rear speaker system. There is a massive sub in the back of this, so this thing will thump music-wise. And the rear bumper assembly, which is really cool. Very popular. They do a good one. And this is the 2019 new release. We have that one. That van didn't make it to this show, but they have it. Illuminous has their new integrated rear bumper assembly. Really, really cool. New design. I'm really excited about it. We did put one on in 2019.
topped out.
But here's the thing, why not? You want the sofa there.
We can
have the sofa behind the
price on something like this.
facing this way.
This guy is, I mean, with all accessories he has into it, I think he's in the 110 for the conversion. So it's probably just sub 200 all in where he's at for van and build both. Which is, I mean, that's a lot, but he's got a lot. He's got a lot in there. I mean, and some of those little things. I mean, stereo. It's got a $10,000 stereo system, and you don't see that actually everywhere else. I mean, the integrated lighting system alone is, $5,000 system. So there's a lot of trick stuff going on to it that kind of make these things go sideways. Sometimes you don't need that. And we're trying to do that. And in our models, if you can stay inside of your budget, you can get really quality stuff for a good market price.
All right, Joshua, I appreciate you talking to you, man.
Appreciate it. Have fun at Overland.
Me too. So I'm here with Brian from Outside Van. What's going on, man?
How's it going? I'm Brian from Outside Van, obviously. And today we are going to go on a tour of two different vehicles, some of our newer builds. This is Apex. This is Mercedes-Benz 144 high roof. One thing that we stand behind at our company is quality, and you can only get quality if you're producing the actual products yourself. If you want it done, you gotta do it yourself, some people say. So all of our hardware made in-house. All our front bumpers, combo rack up top. This specific build has Heiss light bars. You have your ladders. These are all produced in-house. If you look on our website, you can see shots of guys welding and doing their thing. And everything we do is custom. So kind of taking a dive back, customers come to us and they have wants. They are professional photographers, bikers or whatever, or just want to live a life being off-road. They come to us and we customize the vehicle specifically for them. Give them exactly what they want, because everybody's different. Everybody has different needs and different wants. And so this is an example, and these two vehicles are examples of what we can produce and what we can offer. So let's take a little tour around back. This is the ultimate gear hauler. If you want to go out and go ride your motorcycle with your buddies, or you want to go skiing, we have ski racks that can mount in here. There's two bunks here on the left side. Up top you have your rooftop tent that you can sleep multiple people. I mean,
First time I've seen that.
Yeah, realistically 3 people fit in the front, seatbelt in, so you can have your 3 buddies and go out and have a good time and do it off-road, because this is 4-wheel drive, of course.
What are we talking about for suspension? You guys have upgraded
So with this one, we have a Fox upgrade for suspension on this, and then we partnered with Black Rhino. We got the Warlords for this specific build. So in here, one of the main things that we focus on at Outside Van are our power systems. We don't want you to go off grid and just have a tiny little battery system and not be able to do anything. This build right here, you're gonna last days. I mean, we've got your Vitamix blender. You don't see blenders built in the vans very often. You have your ARB fridge down below to put your goodies, so you can have everything cold as you're rolling. You have your LED lights throughout. Up top, it's kind of hard to see, but built into the combo rack, there is a 130 watt Zamp solar panel. Zamp worked with us on this build, and that solar is just generating. I mean, we have all these lights on, we have the fridge on, we're never gonna run out of power. This is great. So this is Apex, one of our newer builds.
So what else we got?
All right, so over to my right, so that's this is Mountains to Coast, which is very literal. We built this specifically because we are in Portland, Oregon. You can go from Mount Hood to the coast in a day. You can go skiing, you can go mountain biking, you can do everything in one day, and this is the perfect build for it. This actual vehicle, Mountains to Coast, was featured at SEMA in the Ford booth. Again, with the hardware on the outside, this was all custom designed and engineered in-house by our team. Which is, I mean, you won't see this bumper anywhere else. This is just on outside van vehicles. Sorry for all the bugs and the dirt, but yeah, up top you're gonna have our custom design rack. That is very seamless. That fits 4 130-watt ZAMP solar panels. This is your ultimate off-grid vehicle that you really never have to plug in. As long as you're in somewhere where it's not super cloudy and everything, you're going to be charged most of the time. So if we take a look on the inside, you have seating for 4. All the upholstery was updated by our team at Outside Van. Up top you have your storage area that is all custom for this one build. In here you're going to have our galley that's put in sideways with our built-in drawer fridge and a little pull-out counter for more space. We have an induction cooktop, another built-in blender. This one's from Blendtec. And running hot and cold water here. And throughout this particular build does have a gray water tank.
How much storage are we talking?
I'm fairly certain that this has 24-gallon water tank with about 22 usable. Throughout we have MacTrack, so you can put your boards, your bikes, pretty much everything. That way you can, this can be a transformer for yourself. The beds fold up nicely, the bunks fold up nicely into the side, so you can use it as a gear hauler or anything you may need, so works pretty well.
Big went.
So for this build, conversion alone is 180. That may sound a little high, but for the finishes, for the work put in, and for the work done behind the walls, that's really important. We pride ourselves on the longevity of our builds. We do over 100 builds per year, and they're all custom. So we want to make sure, because we're putting a lot of vehicles out on the road, that they last a long time. We don't have very many warranty issues, and we're proud of that. The other day I had a guy roll in an outside van that was 12 years old. No problems. He just wanted to show us his outside van and get a tour of the new facility, which is great. So behind the walls, we have our premium interior package, which we do infrastructure, sound dampening, and insulation. These are all things that are hidden that people don't really see that add a lot of value. You're kept warm in cold conditions. You're warm in cold sorry, I got that all twisted around. You are kept warm in cold conditions, and you're warm, cool and warm. Yep.
It's all good. We got him. We figured it out.
Yeah, edit that one out. Anyway, that's really important. Plus the infrastructure is different per vehicle based on how it's built. That MacTrack isn't gonna rip out of the wall. It is solid in there. So, I mean, just building a solid van is really important, and longevity is the most important part.
Do you have, no, do you do like completely custom builds, or you just stick to the same models so that you can kind of crank out more per year? And
Yep, so our company is based around custom builds for customers only. They come to us, they have their wants. We don't have models. We are straight up custom for that customer right now.
Wow, and 100 per year, you said.
Over 100 per year, yes. Yep.
Cool, man. Well, appreciate the time. All right, so I'm here with Matt from Oregon Motor Coach Center, and we are going to kind of talk about what these guys do, and we're going to talk about this build that they got here on display at Expo. How you doing, Matt?
Going good. Doing good. Other than the wind.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Crazy.
So what we have here is it's a 2017 Mercedes 144 Sprinter. We work on all makes and models. The Rams, the Fords, the Mercedes. This one here we actually built 2 years ago. And what we do at Oregon Motor Coach Center is we do custom builds. We don't have any two vans that are the same. We literally will sit down with our customer and we'll ask them what their passion is, and then we help them design their van for their passions. And so you'll never see two of our vans that are identical out there on the road. And we do about 20 vans a year, and right now we can turn over a van like this about every 3 months from the time it comes in and we start on it.
So how long does the process of kind of sitting down with the customer to kind of discuss like what they need, like how long does that take? And
depends on the customer.
Yeah.
Some are how do I say this?
Particular?
Yes, that's a good word there. It usually, we can sit down with the customer in about 3 to 4 hours. We can have their whole design laid out, and then if there's anything that's challenging, like electrical systems, then we'll go back and we'll figure that out, design it for them, and then we'll convene again. But this van here, this is our personal van we built for shows, and we actually let our employees take this van and then we take it around to shows. So this van here, some of the unique features, like the push bar, I'll start here in the front. We manufacture all of our own accessories. So this is a steel push bar. It's a 2-tier push bar, we call that one. We do a single tier, then we do a full wraparound. This is our probably most popular. We make our own Nerf bars. We make our own ladders. All of our accessories that are aluminum are aircraft grade aluminum. We texture coat, powder coat our ladders so you don't slip. Our roof racks up there, we manufacture those in-house. So it's kind of unique to what we do. This van here has 30 amp shore power. I have no worries. I have a quick connect wash down. Our vans are a little unique. I don't want it to look like a motorhome, so what we do for filling our fresh water tank, we'll do a city water fill. So it doesn't look like a typical RV, and it's very clean looking. And if you're out, we're from the Pacific Northwest, Eugene, Oregon, so it's really popular for surfers where we are. So salt water on your gear, you can plug in your quick port and you can hose off your gear or whatever you got. So this particular build, we have a 2800 watt inverter. I'm all about having more power than you need. This is typically what you put in a full-size motorhome. So you have all the power you need for running your microwave, your induction cooktop. This is an all-electric van, and we specialize in all-electric vans. We do LP, but the problem with LP, if you're at a high lake or if you're off the grid somewhere and you run that LP, you can't cook. So this van is, we designed to be totally self-sustaining. So I have a 270 watts of solar on top that's feeding 4 6-volt AGM batteries underneath the chassis. We do AGM, we do lithium batteries. So it's all about whatever the customer wants and the price points, what they want to spend. We have a 20-gallon freshwater tank on board. So it's more than enough water, for a weekend. And I have the cargo tracks in here, so you can walk your gear down. And we do powder coated tracks. It's the sky is the limit for what we do. This has a luxury plank floor. There's a lot of options for flooring, and we do everything from whatever it is you want. I don't have models. We don't have model A, B, or C. We're custom. So anything that you want, we sit down, we'll help you figure out how to do it, and we'll design it for you. So, we have 150 psi onboard air compressor. The tank is underneath. So if you want to air up your mountain bike tires or a street bike racing tire or your van, again, we build them to be self-sustaining. So you don't rely on anything else. Everything you have right here is in your van. We do a spider control for the house and outside. So you can control the water pump, your floodlights, your ceiling lights, everything from outside the van. And I have them in 3 locations. I have them here in the back. I have them in the front of the van on the entry. Then I have them the main control panel inside, which is actually the brain of the whole unit. So we make our own cargo bags. Again, we pride ourselves in the fact that we manufacture everything in-house, and that's what gives us the ability to turn around a build like this in 3 months. So it's pretty phenomenal. So this one here is something I really got to show you. I'm really proud of. I'm a cabinet maker by trade. I worked at Country Coach for 22 years and built custom buses. So some of the things you'll see in here is our cabinetry is solid 3/4 inch plywood construction, and everything. I don't use particle board. We use all the best and highline materials in all products. So we design these units so you can actually live in it and work in it. And this is a prep station for prepping vegetables or what have you when you're cooking. And then you have your silverware tray in there. So having all these little hidden little areas is just a plus for a unit like this. We use marine appliances. We're a Dometic dealer. So the nice thing about a Dometic refrigerator, a marine refrigerator, is that it's able to be up to a 30-degree plane and the compressor won't freeze. So they're designed for yachts, and so it only works perfect in a van. So you can be parked on the side of on a hill, and your stuff's going to stay cold, and your compressor won't freeze up. So here's our main touch control panel, and that's spider controls. So you can see that it is it controls the water pumps, all the lights, our countertops. We have a countertop that I'm really proud of. It's got a backlit to it. We can adjust the hue, the color of it.
So these are all RGB. The LED lights are color control.
They are. And all of our, again, I have a Blu-ray player in here. We have a flip-down TV. We have an overhead storage shelf that we make. This is also aircraft-grade aluminum, and it's powder-coated black. You never have enough storage in a van like this, and so we are always thinking about how to get more storage out of these. We have, I think I mentioned 270 watts of solar. This van is self-sustained, and you can be off the grid indefinitely. So it's pretty cool. Our bed's a 3-panel bed. We have a lot of different bed options. This bed just happens that we built. This one is a 3-panel bed. The bed is all removable. So if you want to put a motorcycle in here, you can do that. But it gives you the ability to be very versatile with your van. You're not just locked in like you would be in a typical motorhome. So we're always trying to think outside the box. And again, we get a lot of feedback from customers. We've been in the RV industry for over 3 decades. Building bus conversions and high-end motorhomes, Class A's, diesel pushers. So this here is just a shoe-in for us. So we have a lot of feedback for generations from customers already. And on the van conversion side, it's a little bit different demographic with the customer, and we're having fun doing it. This is awesome being here. This is our first year, and we'll be back. So
Appreciate you talking to us.
How'd I do?
You did awesome. You did awesome, man. Check them out.
Oh, I forgot to say, how much would
Something this particular build cost with the price of the van included?
So this van right here, with the cost of the van.
how cool is that?
Yeah.
Show me that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's pretty unique mosquito net. This van's $150,000. And this van is unique, and I forgot to mention the tiered ceiling in it. So we don't typically do a tiered ceiling in vans, but that comes from our history of building high-end bus conversions. All the lighting, the LED lighting, and the recessed ceiling and the tiers is just another thing that kind of adds to us a different level that you just don't see. So
Cool. Thanks again.
thank you, sir.
So what was your name?
My name is Josh.
Josh.
Yep.
I'm with Josh from Van Do It,
What's up, guys?
and this looks pretty wild. I haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at, or what do you guys do?
So we are a van conversion company, obviously, and so we build off Ford Transit vans. So we're building off the passenger van, which we're one of the only companies building off the passenger chassis. But we're building off that, and yeah, we build a modular van, so we're not trying to stick anyone with a box. As far as you have a camper, you're done. You can switch it between passenger hauler, cargo hauler, camper van. Set it up how you want day to day. So
Cool.
yeah.
So, you guys focus mostly on the interior of the van, or is this whole Rhino lining and bumpers and all that stuff part of what you guys
Yeah, so we do the exterior as well. Our big bread and butter though is the interior, is what we do. So you can see like we use all aluminum extrusion inside this van. So basically this allows for like a modular design, right? You can move cabinets around just with stuff like this, right? You got hooks and all sorts of different stuff that can move around, and so we've got different kind of pods and modules like bed frames, kitchen pods, kind of the whole works. And so that allows you to basically put your seats in and out, clip different stuff together. You can do queen bunk beds, you can do twin bunk beds like it is now and get more space. You can do high roof, mid roof, extended van, thermal curtains. There's kind of a whole menu to choose from, so to speak.
Cool. Do you guys handle the power systems and stuff like that too? Or?
Yeah. So we can walk around back and kind of show you that back there.
With the Allen.
We do our own power system and everything, and so we use the Go Power brand inverter and solar and all that. And so basically, if we come over here, you'll see kind of the wiring inside there a little bit. And so we use all Deutsch connectors. You can also see every wire is color coded. And so we're protecting ourselves from future problems essentially. And so we know if your light bar, your front light bar is having problems, we know that's a pink wire. So you call us up, we can troubleshoot it real quick, get you a new wire to plug in if we need to. So there's no soldering done inside of our builds. It's all basically pre-done, and then it's a plug and go. So all the lights and everything is plug and go. And so we got our battery bank in here though, so you can go off grid.
What do you, is that a standard that you put in each one?
Yep. So it's pretty standard, but all of it is a la carte. So if someone were to not want the battery bank or not want the solar panels, you don't have to get it. The other good thing is it's a modular build, so you can always add to it later. So a lot of people start pretty base, so they'll get like a van with no solar, but we'll pre-wire it to add later, and so all they have to do is put it up top and plug it in. But you can do that with all our units, so like even the air conditioner units and like everything else you can just add at any time. So there's no pressure to get it right the first time around.
What are we using for roof racks up there?
Yeah, so that's our custom-made Van Do It roof rack. We build that out of the same aluminum extrusion that's inside the van, and so that really helps with mounts. And so any mounts you use on the inside of the van as far as bikes, you can see we mounted a bike up there with a fork mount. We got a roof nest up there, it's pretty comfortable. So you can do ladders and stuff off the sides, of course, and so.
So the extrusion, the rack is all made in-house?
Yeah, so the extrusion we actually get from there's a lot of companies that make like the T-Track stuff, but we get that all. There's a couple years of R&D work and a lot of money going into fabbing that out and getting it blueprinted to the Transit. But yeah, that's what we do. So we do a lot of prototyping where we cut our own aluminum, but most of it gets laser cut ahead of time. So yeah, really prices range anywhere from $38,000 to $88,000, just depending again on what you choose to get and not get, and that includes the van. So our company is actually threefold. We're a car dealership as well as a rental company and conversion company.
So you guys do rent these out?
Yeah, so typically we pull like a passenger van that we rent out of our fleet, and so it's got like 10,000 miles on it, and we build off that to take the depreciation out to help cost. But you can go new van, you can go older to save more money. It really is just depending on what people are comfortable with, and we have all the options: financing, RV financing, kind of everything. So, yeah, that's what we do.
Appreciate you talking to me.
All right, yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah.
Hey, I'm John with Vance. It's a little windy at Expo, so hopefully you can hear me all right. We're standing behind a Sprinter 144 four-wheel drive, and we mainly make racks and tire carriers for Sprinters. Over here you've got, this is a cool new system we just developed. We started off with our tire carriers, and now we got so many customers wanting to incorporate a ladder rack into their carrier because they don't want the ladders hanging off the sides of the vans. So what we ended up doing is building a ladder rack with some steps off of the pole on the side, and so you can get up to a roof rack that will be put on this van shortly. So what you do is you just step here, and then you can step there and get right on up and climb all the way up onto a roof rack, and you don't have to have any side mounted ladders. Or if you have large objects like a canoe or paddle boards or anything like that, then you can have a ladder on the side and go up together. This is something really cool. We're super excited about it. I think it looks different from everything else that you've seen on a Sprinter van. This is our new plate. It's called Sherpa, and the whole idea was the industry right now is kind of consumed with having to buy a big bumper system, and then on that bumper system mounting kind of one-trick pony products, either a box or a bike rack, and that's it, and it's super expensive. The idea here is you choose to put on it what you need for that day's adventure or that season. So if it's summer and you want to go biking, you have your bike rack. If it's winter and you want to go skiing, you switch your bike rack to your ski rack. Super easy, super quick. You want to carry fuel, carry fuel. You want to put a box in there, you put a box. Whole idea is to make it super modular and configurable for the user. And one of the things that we're well known for our tire carriers is the whole system is no drill, no bumper. So we attach to the hinges of the door with our own hinges, and there's already holes in the hinge of the Mercedes. And then as I open the door, everything moves with the door, which sounds simple, but on a Mercedes, the hinges move at a different rate. And so we actually had to add our own double pivot sway link. So as you move the door, the whole rack actually pivots along the face of the door. And nobody else was doing that, and that's how we're able to make all of our stuff open with the doors, as opposed to having to like go pull pins, swing something out of the way, put a pin in, and it's just really time consuming. You can't get out of the van from the inside. So anyway, that's just a small piece of what we're doing. Again, we're Vans. We have boxes and racks and all kinds of stuff for Sprinter vans.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. So that's pretty much it for today, man. Oh, did a lot of walking, talked to a lot of people, a lot of van builders, some van accessory companies, stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Gonna head back to camp and rest a little bit, and then probably head back into the expo. Some of the vendors do some after parties and stuff like that, but we're gonna keep that off camera, you know what I mean? If you like the video, please click subscribe, click that thumbs up, click that notification bell. We're gonna be uploading videos day of this whole weekend, and hopefully add some more videos too when I get back home. Thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow. Peace.